Welcome everyone to our Study Abroad podcast series. So, today we have Dewang, who is studying at University of East Anglia in UK, and we'll be knowing about his journey from India to UK. So, welcome Dewang to our podcast.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me to the podcast. And I'm very grateful that I got this opportunity to talk with you and be part of this wonderful podcast.
Sure. Thanks for that. Dewang, you are before coming to UK. Tell us a bit about your bachelor's and where are you from, and when was the very first time you thought that okay, maybe I should try abroad studies for my higher studies.
So I completed my Bachelor's of Business Administration in Marketing field from NMIMS Indore. I completed my bachelor's in 2024 May only. And the first thought about studying abroad came in my mind after completing my 12th class. And I think I completed my 12th in 2020, but due to COVID times, I was not able to fly to like Australia at that time. So after that, I completed my bachelor's in Indore only from NMIMS. Then in May ending, I started to look again for universities in UK, and I shot down some universities, and I selected University of East Anglia, and the which I selected was MSc in Business Analytics.
Sure. So for your bachelor's, you are about to go to Australia, and then you, because of COVID, you changed to
Yeah,
Indore
sir.
only, right?
Yeah, sir.
Sure. So, but for your master's, you didn't choose Australia, or Australia was also one of the option you were considering.
I shortlisted one or two universities in Australia, but there were many factors that because of which I did not like the final decision I selected was United Kingdoms. Some of the factors that I can remember are like to get in a top university like ekdam or top university like top 10 or top 25 in Australia also, I needed work experience. The fees in Australia is very much high compared to UK, and time also like my course in UK is of 1 year only, so my like this course allow me to enter the market corporate world faster compared to going to Australia or any other country.
Sure. So you only applied to UK colleges, or any other country you considered in this recent hunting?
I applied in UK, Canada, and Australia also, but my first priority was UK only.
Okay. Sure. So then, after you applied to all these colleges, you had to write some test like GRE, TOEFL, etc., IELTS. What test you had to go through?
For UK, IELTS is the exam that is required, but for me, the IELTS exam was waived off because there is a criteria in UK universities that if you score about certain marks in your 12th board English exam, so your IELTS score can be waived off. So I scored 92 in my English exam in 12th grade. So because of that, I got an exemption for IELTS exam.
Sure. So you did not write any test as such then?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So for your application, you still had to maybe write a statement of purpose and
Yeah.
letter of recommendation.
For that, I wrote one SOP. I got two letter of recommendations from my university in Indore, and also I gave I think one interview for cash shield letter also.
Okay. Sure. And this letter of recommendation you got from two professors of your college. How did
NMIMS.
you choose these two professors? Like, there would be like more professors in your college, who taught you and all. So
Like
how did you decide
the
which
one
one
post,
to? Yeah,
yeah,
please.
the first professor which I selected was Dr. Rajiv Srivastav sir. He is the associate dean of School of Commerce in NMIMS Indore. So because of that, I selected him. Second teacher was Dr. Makran sir, Professor Makran sir. He is my he taught me like I think four subjects throughout my 3 years in NMIMS. So because of that, I selected him because he out of number of professors, he knows me the best. So I selected both of them.
Okay, okay. And these two people gave all the recommendations to all the colleges that you applied, or you had some variations?
No, these two people gave me the LOR for all the colleges.
Okay. Total number of colleges you applied is roughly?
It was five.
Okay, okay. So in UK, did you apply through this common portal that people talk about, or you applied separately to each college?
No, I applied via consultancy. So they were my representative, and for me they applied in five different colleges across the world.
Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. So
Hmm.
statement of purpose, LOR, and you had to submit like a resume kind of thing also.
Yeah, statement of purpose, LOR, resume or CV, you can call whatever you want, and mark sheets, and yeah, these general documents, not like, and for the thing like the most time-taking process in my whole application was my cash shield, because there is different criteria in different universities across UK. Like some universities do not take interview for cash shield. Some universities do take interview and online like MCQ test also. It's a type of questionnaire. So it was most difficult process for me.
Okay, okay. So you had to go through some test for some of the colleges, some of the universities you applied to.
Yeah, interview and a basic questionnaire.
Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. And after you applied to all these five colleges, how much time did they take to revert back to you?
Like when I started my application in I think mid-June. First of all, they gave me an conditional offer letter, and they after that they said I need to prove my financials, and I need to complete my cash shield. So these two process took approximately 1 month. After that, after completing my whole process from my side, they replied within a week. And after that, like after receiving my cash shield statement, I applied for my visa.
Sure, sure, sure. And once you applied for your visa, what all steps did you had to go through for the visa process?
I think in my whole like application journey, visa was one of the easiest part. Like after receiving my cash shield, my counselor applied for visa on the UKVI portal online through VFS Global, and like I remember I applied for my visa in July ending. So I book a slot at on in Ahmedabad on 7th of August. So after that, I received my confirm what all documents I gave for my cash shield. The same documents were required for my visa also. And I went to Ahmedabad on 7th, and I received my confirmation success letter on 11th. And on 14th, I received my passport with my visa stamp.
So you had to physically be present for your like interview,
Yeah, sir.
biometrics,
Yeah,
etc.
because there is no there is no visa center for student visa in Indore. So there were multiple options there, so, like Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bombay, Chennai. I selected Ahmedabad, so I needed to be physically present in Ahmedabad.
So why you selected Ahmedabad in your case? You have some relatives there?
No relatives, but because of the travel convenience. So there is like because of proper travel company convenience, I selected Ahmedabad.
Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. And what about your accommodation booking?
I researched many accommodations. There were like multiple options, like private accommodations, college accommodations, and some rental properties also. Uh, I did not select a rental properties because I was unaware about city, how there are how the law works, and like I was like, I'm living in Indore from past 21 years, but coming in new city and living in rental property is difficult, and that too in different country. So I did not selected that option. After that, I researched about private and college accommodation. The final decision of that I took was college accommodation because of the travel time. I saved my travel time. I saved the time taken to money. I saved my money, and in the college accommodation was is also good. I like it is a flat with two bedrooms and a shared bathroom and a shared kitchen.
Sure, sure, sure. And after this accommodation, you had to book your flight. So how did you fly? What stops did you take? And which airline did you take?
I booked my flight when I got my visa confirmation on around 11th. I flight from Air India. It was a direct flight from Indore. I went to Bombay via flight from Indigo in evening time, and that then from Bombay it was a direct flight to London. It was our 9.5 hour flight from London. I reached around 10:30 in morning as per the London times uh, uh, in London. Then from London, I took a coach, National Express. It's a bus service in UK. From London, I took a bus to Norwich. So this was my route to coming to Norwich.
You were flying alone, or you had some other people
No,
traveling with
I
you?
no, I flight alone.
And you have done this solo trip before also? This is the first time you're doing a solo trip to a broad country.
No, it was my first international trip. I have traveled solo in India many times, but it was my first international trip also, and I was solo.
Okay, okay. And the Norwich, the bus stop and your accommodation was nearby or a bit far?
No, in this case, like my college campus is like it's big, so the bus stop was in college only. So I just need college, and my accommodation is also in college. So the bus dropped me like 200 meters away from my accommodation. So that was not a problem.
Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. And once you reached your accommodation or like from the airport, what were the few surprises, pleasant surprise or shocks you observed once you landed in UK?
The shock was that I got was like the myth about immigration. Myth about immigration. The people say immigration takes a lot of time, and main immigration process take lots of time, and they ask from many documents and they check your all of your luggages. But when I came to UK, when I landed on London Heathrow Airport, the time which took uh, big time was only immigration line. Main process, it just took me 3 minutes. Like they asked from which country are you coming, where are you going, and what course are you pursuing. That's it. My immigration got over in 5 minutes when it started, and I also received my luggage from luggage within 2 to 3 minutes. So this was a myth. Like this process takes like 3 to 4 hours. Many students or many people told me, but only time consumed was in immigration line. That's it.
Sure, sure, sure. And once you did this immigration and your baggage collection, whole thing happened within like half an hour, 1 hour duration.
Yeah, if I consider the immigration line, it took me 1 hour. If I remove the immigration line time, it took me around 10 minutes only.
Okay, okay, sure, sure, sure. And this National Express and the way to figure out how to come from London to Norwich, was that a bit of a confusion at the airport, or it was very straightforward directions?
No, it was a straightforward process. I already researched in India only which bus I need to take, but I didn't book the ticket online because about like I said previously, I was not aware about how much time I will consume in the immigration and security process. So after completing collecting my luggage, I went to the National Express counter. I talked to them also like which bus should I take. But after that, I booked it on spot online only. Then the bus station was on London airport only, so that was not any hassle. It was a smooth process.
Sure, sure, sure. And once you reached your accommodation, you had to like set up your cooking, cleaning, etc. So how was that settlement for you?
Like I reached in evening, like around 8:30 in the evening in my accommodation. So like it was a long journey, so I did not set up at same day, but I just make a ready to eat dal khichdi at that day. After at next day, I started unpacking my utensils, clothes, and other things. So I can say it's officially been in a week in Norway in my accommodation. Till now, I have settled, but till now I can say 10% I am still settling out, still arranging my room. But I think it will get over in a week. It, it takes time.
Sure, sure. And your classes have started? Have you been to the campus?
Yeah, I have been to the campus. Like last week was a type of welcome week only. My class have started like yesterday. I had one class, and day before yesterday also I had a class. Today, I think as per India time, it would be three around 7:30. My as per India time around 7:30, and as per UK time it's 3 p.m. I have a class at 3 p.m. today, and from it's the frequency of class is increasing day by day. So from next week it will be a proper schedule.
And this is like a 1 year course or 2 year course?
It's a 1 year course.
Okay, okay, sure. And once you had this introduction thing, this ice breaking thing by the college, and the first time you went to the classroom, what were the few things you see which is difference in the education system of India versus UK?
The few things which I saw, I went to the class only two times. Like the and for one class was like a proper orientation session for all the MSc courses. The class, the most shocking thing is when I saw my Microsoft Team groups also. The class size in UK is very small compared to the class sizes in India. Like in India, in throughout my bachelor course, every time, like in 3 years, average class size was above 65 or 70 also sometimes. But in UK, it's 35 to 40. It's between 35 to 40. So I loved it because a small class allows to connect better with teacher. The student to teacher ratio is very low, so it's better for learning and understanding also.
Sure, sure, sure. So teacher to student ratio is better there. What about
Yeah.
like calling professor by name? I think you are not used to that, right? Now you are getting used to.
Yeah, it is like common in UK culture to call everyone by their name. But whenever I greet someone or I meet someone, I like out of respect or out of as I'm coming from India, so I usually use two words, mate and sir or ma'am. I like if he or she is older than me, I try to use sir or ma'am, and if the colleague is of my same age or he's or she's younger than me, so I try to use mate word. So because like out of respect, I'm slowly starting to call by name, but then also I use sir word, mate words in my conversation.
Sure, sure, sure. And what about the weather? Like when you landed and now like in a week, etc. How is the weather like India versus UK?
It's cold comparative to India. The first week when I was here, the temperature was varying from between 20 to 15 to 22 degrees. Now, like from yesterday only, it has gone down. It is like yesterday it was 12 to 19 degrees. Today is 5 to 15 degrees. And as per from whoever I've talked in UK, it will go down in coming days.
Sure, sure. So there are a lot of students who do this part-time job, internship, etc. So you have any plans to do any of them in the next coming months?
Yeah, I am planning to do a part-time job. The reason to do part-time job is basically like not the money part, but part-time job helps you to gain the self-realization or it helps you to start budgeting your expensive your daily needs by yourself only. I have no money problems, like my parents are sending money to from India to me, but you will get a self satisfaction while working and while bearing your own expenses by your own while studying.
Sure, sure, sure. And also, I think a lot of people give this advice for 1 year masters that as soon as you land in UK or maybe before, you should start applying for your summer internship or something. So, anything like that, any advice like that you got or you are planning to do?
I will definitely do my like summer internship. I am in my course also. There is a like a part where like say, I think semester 2 or 3 where I need to do a business plan or summer internship in a company. I will definitely look for that option, and I also will look for summer courses also in future.
Sure, sure, sure. And the course that you took is like very aligned to your BBA course that you did in India, or you changed slightly?
I have not slightly. I have took a very minor change. Like my course in India was bachelor's in business administration in marketing. But in that also I had two subjects like business analytics and marketing analytics. Now I have chosen the analytical field in my master course. My course name is MSc in Business Analytics and Management. So its main focus in business analytics because I love using a business like analytical softwares and all. So I selected this field.
Sure, sure, sure. And what are your future goals like next few years? What have you thought about yourself?
After completing my master course, like I'll start applying for jobs in India and in UK before my completion of my course only. Wherever I will get a better opportunity to work with a better company, I will select that country. It's not compulsory that I will stay in India or in UK only. I will look for opportunity. At least I will do job for at least 2 or 3 years. After that, whatever will be the condition at that time, I will then select should I join my family business, start my own business, or continue working in a MNC or in corporate world.
Sure, sure, sure. So coming to the last question, what advice would you give to younger yourself or the juniors from, let's say, your city, your college, or India in general, who are thinking about coming to UK or study abroad in general?
The advice I will give is like don't panic. Like people will like tell you that UK is very UK is like it's a hard place to survive. You need to concentrate a lot. Your money will get wasted. I think don't listen to anyone. Listen to yourself. What course you want to pursue? Research about colleges by yourself. Also, first, like do not 100% believe on consultancy. Research by yourself also, and do not brag for like the like 2 or 3 normal courses that all do. Like business analytics is still not a common course, but I opted for that because I have interest in that field and I saw opportunity. So uh, I can complete in this like thing. Do not panic. Do not research by yourself and listen to your heart and yourself.
Any packing tips that you considered while coming here?
Packing tips I will say is bring less clothes, bring more food, and bring a pressure cooker because you can find other utensils here, but you will not find a good quality pressure cooker here.
Sure, sure, sure. And I think you are now more active on LinkedIn. That's how we got also connected. Any advice
Yeah,
on the LinkedIn usage for the students?
I think LinkedIn is one of the best platform to be updated professionally. We use Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat to be active socially, but to be active professionally, LinkedIn is best platform. You can update your from your schooling till your master college life. You can update everything, each and everything on LinkedIn. So it's a best platform to be so professionally active.
Yeah, it's like your latest CV in a digital format.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Sure, sure. So thank you very much, Devang, for your time and sharing your experience. And we wish you all the best for your masters. So have a good day. Thank
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
you. Bye.
Bye, sir.